let me talk about something first, and that's that I have this new soundboard of stock songs and sounds in front of me, and you'll notice in episode 1. Oh, did you not record any of that? I gotta keep this like over here. I don't know. It's fine. It's next to your fucking thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cheesecast. My name is George Mills. I'm here with my co-host, as always, Scott Bigos.
I'm here with Scott Bigos, and I'm here with Jamie Fitzpatrick. I tried to play. It's Jamie Fitzpatrick.
Hey, great to be here. I'm Jamie Fitzpatrick. I'm here with George Mills and Scott Bigos. We can just keep introducing each other.
That's
that could
good.
be a fun.
My name's George Mills. I'm here with Scott Bigos and Jamie Fitzpatrick.
I'm super excited. I have a thing of stock music in front of me and a thing of sounds, and you'll notice maybe in episode 1 I didn't have any sounds, and now I have a phone with sounds, and I'm thinking every episode I'll just have more
phones,
more and more phones
Yeah.
in front of me so I can play anything I want, and then we'll look back on the history of our podcast and we'll say, wow.
Remember last week? Seamus was here.
Oh my God.
He said a lot of bad things about you, actually.
We've come really far since then.
Jamie, how was your day today? How you doing?
It's a good day. Good day. You know, I'm happy to be here. A little sleepy, but I think drinking a beer and being on a podcast going to help wake me up.
Yeah, right up. You're going to pep up. I heard you were making a poster?
I was making a poster today, yeah.
For work? You're still...
Yes. We're... No glitter. There was no glitter involved. I think glitter is trashy.
What really threw me off is that you showed me a picture on your phone, and that's not a poster.
That is, it's going to be a poster.
Yeah, but that's just a large thing you printed. I guess
he's gonna print it onto regular paper, so it's not gonna technically be a poster.
It's going to go on poster board. So like,
it's gonna go on a poster board.
It's called a poster because you post it somewhere. It's not, like a flyer.
Manila.
That's a folder.
No, dude.
I'm just thinking about office supplies.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of a giant piece of paper.
I guess I am thinking of a giant piece of paper. But, if we want to get into it, posters, flyers, billboards, like we
all
could
the same thing?
All the same thing.
Wow, hot take from Jamie Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. This is, I don't see any difference between it. I'm sorry if that's not PC to say these days, and this might land me in some hot water, but I don't give a shit about paper products.
Damn.
They all look the same to me.
Jamie Fitzpatrick does not give a shit about paper products. Do not vote for Jamie Fitzpatrick.
I wasn't going to anyway.
Yeah. It would be a bad.
What are you,
idea.
Irish?
I am Irish.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck that, dude. Let's get into the next thing.
Should we get into today's clip?
Yeah.
All right, let's watch today's clip here. Oh boy.
I just got a call from a friend in the coroner's office. The autopsy found that it wasn't a heart attack. Roseanne OD'd on opioids.
Not possible. Well, we knew she had a problem. She was only on pain pills for 2 days after surgery. Then it was just ibuprofen. It's got to be wrong.
Well, I wish it was, but they think that she must have taken the pills right before bed, and with her health issues, it was enough to stop her breathing.
Wait, what? Mom overdose?
So that's our clip from the Connors. I didn't know that Roseanne died from an overdose. Did you guys know this?
I didn't know that at all.
I didn't know John Goodman got skinny.
He lost some weight.
That was very shocking.
Did you see that
as
Fisher
well.
Price commercial that he was in?
No.
We'll play that next week.
He's in the Righteous Gemstones as well, which is it's almost as good as
the Fisher Price commercial. Yeah, I know him mainly from the Fisher Price commercial.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with his other work. I will check it out because I loved him so much in the Fisher Price. But we'll see.
So they brought back Roseanne as in the Connors.
Well, I don't think
they killed her off.
Was she ever in the Connors?
I don't even know.
Do you know, Jamie? Why don't you fucking know, dude? I thought you were a big Roseanne Barr fan.
Whoa. No, I really have never been a huge Roseanne fan until she said all that stuff, and then I was like, "Hello, new hero."
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what she said?
No.
Another fun. After this, they find the late. So apparently, people in the neighborhood had been giving her drugs. And they turned it into we take care of each other. We thought she was she, and then
so they fixed drugs.
They fixed everything. Yeah. If you go over to K&A right now, everyone's happy. They're like, we saw that episode of the Connors, dude. We know what's up. Although I don't think they get into Trank in the Connors.
I'm gonna guess that they don't go any further than mentioning opioids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a hero.
Who? Roseanne?
Sure.
No, opioids.
Opioids are the hero.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, the opioid manufacturers. Are you guys sponsored by?
When you
Merc?
need to feel better, pop an opioid. It's so good, it's addicting.
Jesus Christ. I told you I was going to regret this thing. It's nothing but bad stuff.
When George found out Scott was using the soundboard too much, he instantly regretted it.
I still hate it.
As he looked at the soundboard and thought he was doing the bit too much, George, take a
Look at
drink
Jamie.
from his...
Jamie's upset too. It's not just me. You're making everyone mad.
I'm ambivalent towards the soundboard at this moment, but I can feel that as it goes on, the soundboard may become a problem.
Well, I think I'm getting the initial joy of it out of my system, and then I'm going to only use it in very specific, calculated moments after.
This is exactly what Roseanne said about opioids.
Wow, tying it back. What a callback.
I mean, I'm good at what
A
I do
true
here.
pro.
That was good.
Jamie, if I'm not wrong, you came prepared with a little story to tell us.
Oh, I
Useless.
Sorry, I should have.
Insignificant.
I like to catch people off guard, you know what I mean? This is the theme. There's themes.
I like the theme.
Insignificant shit we read.
I do have. I have a story. It's just something that I learned. I'm taking a class now on like recycling and sustainability, and we were learning about something the other day, and it just blew me away. It's so Philadelphia specific and such a fun story. I was like, all right. And it was just an example. I have other stories too. We can talk about anything in history, you know?
You're a big history guy?
No.
Science and history?
I don't like
two
how
things?
you're already losing faith in your story.
I've lost a lot of faith in this story. Have you guys heard about the Philadelphia Garbage Barge?
I have not.
Say that 3 times fast.
Philadelphia Garbage Barge. Philadelphia Garbage Barge. Philadelphia Garbage Barge.
You were really ready to do that. Did you practice?
I am so surprised that I did not completely fumble all the way through that.
George Mills, everybody.
I've been stutter maxing.
Do toy boat 3 times fast.
Toy boat? Toy boat. Toy boat. I can't do it I can't do it twice. Toy boat. Toy boat. Can't do it.
Is that a legendary difficult
toy
one?
boat?
No, no, let's
toy
hear Scott
boat.
do it. Scott,
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Ooh.
You can't do it this.
toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
Whoa!
Jamie
Holy shit.
Fitzpatrick.
I mean, I think you deserve this. Honestly, after that. There you go. You get to wear that for the rest of forever.
This is much heavier than I thought it would
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
Okay.
There it is.
Nice.
Anyway, so the Philadelphia Garbage Barge. Now, I did not do the requisite research, so I will be absolutely mishandling this information.
Cool. So this is all 100% true.
Yes.
Verified facts.
You can quote me on this, and if I'm wrong, you can shoot me with a gun. This is not. This
Sounds
is
good.
so heavy.
Yeah, no, the crown lays heavy.
It needs to keep people's pants up. It's important.
You can put it on your shoulder if you want. If you want to take the strap off, or also I'll take it back. You don't have to. It's backwards.
You won't take this back ever. First of all, unless you can defeat me in the ring,
Dude, my sister got that for me, and she will fight you, dude.
Okay. No, your sister does seem scrappy. I
Yeah,
don't.
dude.
All right. We're gonna weigh out the pros and cons of me stealing this. Right now, it's mine. The Philadelphia Garbage Barge was a situation in the 1980s where there was a lot of updating regulation on what you could and couldn't do with garbage. And the 1980s were a time of kind of confusion about, like, what the fuck is good for the environment? We don't know. We think it's hairspray and also maybe burning trash. So Philadelphia said, yeah, let's burn a bunch of trash. So they burned a bunch of trash, and then they had 2 rich guys be like, and now we will put all of this burned trash onto a boat, and we will send that boat out. And it was initially going to go to New Jersey to drop off the trash. And like as soon as the boat left Philadelphia, New Jersey was like, hey guys, we're not taking burnt trash anymore. New policy. So the boat got denied from New Jersey. And they're like, all right, well, we'll find somewhere to drop this off soon enough. And then ensues like 5 or 6 years of this boat just being on the open ocean trying to drop tons and tons of burnt trash off. At one point, they went to Haiti and they were like, "Hey, we have fertilizer," and Haiti was like, "Cool, just drop it off anywhere." And as they're dumping it, someone was like, "Hey, that's trash," and then Haiti was like, "Hey, get out of here!" And they still dumped a bunch of trash in
It's just
Haiti.
ash.
Yeah.
I'm confused why they didn't just dump it in the ocean, because isn't that what they do now?
So that's not that hurts the ocean.
Well, yeah,
That's,
but I just wouldn't think that the government in the 80s cared.
no, they were like, this needs to be like disposed of properly. But
Hell yeah, dude.
Good job,
USA
America.
number
We
one.
did it.
at every
Trash.
every country that this boat went to, they would be like, "Hey, we have a bunch of trash to give you guys," and the country would be like, "No, thank you. We don't want that."
Philadelphia trash.
Yeah, we don't. That sounds like the worst kind of trash. That's so they changed the boat's name 2 or 3 times, like to a different boat, to be like, "Hey, we're a totally." It's literally the equivalent of coming back with a mustache on to be like, "Hey, we're here with some high quality, not trash," and every country was still like, "No, thank you." They tried to go back to Philadelphia at one point, and Philadelphia was like, "Please don't bring that back. We don't want it."
I like. Is it just the same people on board this
Yes,
whole time?
it's the same group, not seeing their families for years, just out on the ocean with trash.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's burnt.
yes,
That's the weird. Like, what is? I guess like you
What-
get a
what
little
does it even
sack
look
when
like?
when you burn a man, you get a pretty big sack.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I imagine.
Well, I think
So, like, the amount of trash that it must have been for the ashes to fill
Yeah.
a boat.
How big is this boat?
it was
Yeah.
a very sizable
Barge?
Like, yeah, bar. It was
How
a
many-
Barge size?
Barge size.
How
Holy
many
shit.
How many burnt men do you think would have fit on this boat? Think about
get like-
think
so you
about
see
the little
it's an
sack that you
urn.
get.
Yeah. Well, a fun fact about that.
Have you seen
actually,
the sack?
It's like an urn, but it comes. Wait, do they give it to you?
You're
in
gonna
a,
get in a box.
I asked for
Okay.
to receive my grandfather in an Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they obliged?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Who you send that to? Hasbro, Mattel?
Mattel. It's Mattel.
When your loved one dies, celebrate them the way that they'll always remember you. Put it in an Etch-a-Sketch and give it to your child.
Death-a-Sketch.
Ooh, Death is sketch.
Hey.
Wow, we're really riffing out here.
We are. We are. The bones don't really burn up at the temperature. They actually grind the bones down.
Is
I
that
think.
right?
Yeah.
Do bones never burn?
Bones burn.
You're you science,
I don't do much bone science.
but you seem to know some
I
about
do
it.
some bone
You do
science.
some bone
I have
science.
done some bone science. Not much on burning bones.
Okay. What's the type of bone science you've done?
Oh, just like spinal implant stuff. But I work with materials, so I try to make materials that would go in like a plastic implant that you would put to fix someone's spine. Then you have to put stuff around it and make bone grow around it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not very exciting.
Yeah, but you
seems
also
important.
make posters, I guess.
Sometimes you got to make a poster.
You got to make
so
a poster
people
to sell the
know.
implant, right?
Yes, so
Yeah.
people know. It's like
Yeah.
they see that poster and they're like, "Oh shit."
What's this? What? Are you done with your story?
No.
Okay, keep sorry.
basically
We
they just- yeah.
went on a big detour. We'll talk about
Yeah,
the bones
much like
later.
the boat went on a big detour.
There we go.
And
Oh my goodness gracious!
do you have 2 of these?
No, soon I will. Yeah. Once you get one, you can't stop. That's the problem.
I know. Yeah. There's
Doesn't
like
it?
opioids.
Don't you feel powerful?
I feel really powerful.
Yeah. Whenever I show that to my cat, and I'm like, I'm alpha bitch.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Stop pissing.
There's like an inherent thing about it where it's like you had to have taken that from a gigantic man. You
Yeah,
know?
the guy at the
clearly-
convention was so big, dude.
Yeah.
He was the fattest guy I've ever seen.
I mean, look at it. That's a belt. Look how
Yeah.
big it is.
Yeah.
If that's
It's
your
huge.
belt,
There's diamonds on it.
that's insane.
They're not real diamonds, but they could be. I was thinking get a custom side plates for that. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
I don't.
What would they
Yeah.
say?
Poppy,
Okay.
Okay.
Poppy George.
See, I don't know enough about wrestling. I don't know if that is like a specific belt in the wrestling
That's
world.
the world championship.
Oh shit, dude! I would not mess with it.
Well, no, but continue with your story.
finish your
Okay,
story.
all right. We're gonna just the ending is basically that after like 5 years, they basically mutinied and they were like, you know what? They came back to Philly with no trash on the boat, and everyone was like, "Where'd the trash go?" And the entire crew was like, And then years later in court, they're like, it's in the ocean. we fucked up, guys.
Which is what they probably should have done in the first place,
it was
right?
a lot of wasted fuel and time. It really didn't help the environment. They just dumped trash in the ocean and also just burnt fuel for no reason.
Yes, it would have been more responsible to just accept that it's going in the ocean.
Yes.
You're telling me that you can't do anything with ash?
Yeah, that's a great.
The ash, it was all different trash, so it was like toxic to the environment, and it was also a big thing. Like it wasn't until around like 2000 that they were able to get that pile of ash leaking toxic shit into Haiti, out of Haiti, and then put it in Florida.
George is about to solve trash right now. He's like, dude, all you got to do is burn it and then figure out something to do with the ash. If we just solve that one problem.
If I'm being completely honest, I figured once you burnt it, it was burnt.
Yeah. No,
You can't you burn it like once. You can't you just burn it super hard?
You're gonna have
yes, the answers.
I'm not a big. I'm only in a class now learning about it, but essentially everything's gonna burn. But especially if you're just dealing with a bunch of different stuff, like you think of what anyone throws away. It could be so many different things. So you've got, a lot of different byproducts that come off in the ash that are not going to be super great for any environment.
I just thought once you burned it, it was all the same. All the same stuff. You all become...
I assume there's
dust.
also a toxic gas kind of situation as well.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of comes off as you're burning it.
What's your solution to the garbage crisis?
I think...
Yeah, you're so smart.
Yeah, I don't have what we could do is we could be eating our garbage.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Do what you can to save the environment. Eat garbage.
Wow.
We're getting pretty good at that.
This is good. We're getting smooth.
This is really hurting my back.
Yeah, here, if you want. I'll take it.
I'm
for
going to
you.
put it in my bag.
Yeah,
if that's okay.
Just go ahead and take this.
It's got a lot of weight to it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I drove I rode on the subway with this back from WrestleMania. Wow. I felt very unsafe.
Really thought someone was going to steal it.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't?
I think
I would be afraid that you were
easily worth its weight in crack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Hear that noise, dude?
Okay, let's take it away from Jamie. Right, as we find out that knocking on it is super fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Did you hear about the latest thing? What's going on?
today I heard the craziest, most relevant news to everybody living in America today. I'm just gonna go ahead and read this news story. Man accused of murdering friend he thought was summoning Bigfoot found guilty. Did you hear about this?
I did not hear about this. I think it's funny that Bigfoot needs to be summoned.
We'll continue here. Pontotoc County man who told investigators he killed his friend during a fishing trip because he thought the man was summoning Bigfoot to kill him was convicted Wednesday afternoon. One thing that this article doesn't mention is that they were noodling. You guys know what noodling is?
Yeah, you're trying to catch fish with your fingies.
With your hand.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so literally reaching into a river with your bare hands and trying to catch them?
You try to use your fingers as fake worms, and you wait till a catfish comes up and tries to bite it, and you pull it up like this.
That actually sounds really fun.
Yeah.
According to closing arguments, both prosecutors and defense attorneys agreed that Sanders unlawfully killed Knighton, but the first-degree murder conviction in Oklahoma requires proof of malice, aforethought.
I mean, that's all. Yeah.
I mean, that's
just some law stuff right there.
Yeah, there's an insanity defense that's going to have to come into play there. My girlfriend is a lawyer, so I will get her opinion on this.
Sanders claimed to see a 12-foot tall Bigfoot downstream and heard Knight howl into a drainage pipe. Sanders said that Knighton had pointed out a fish to him and was telling him to get the fish. Sanders said that he told Knighton he didn't want to get that fish. Knighton kept telling him to get the fish. Sanders told the courtroom that he began to feel suspicious and believed Knighton was planning on drowning him and floating his body downstream to feed him to the Bigfoot.
Right, because Bigfoot needs to feast on noodlers.
Later that afternoon, Knighton and Sanders got into a physical fight. And, he fucking put him in a chokehold and he killed him.
He killed his friend, and he claimed that his friend was trying to kill him and ship him down the river to feed him to a 12-foot Bigfoot.
Do you think this is like a crazy defense strategy, or do you think he legitimately saw a Bigfoot?
I think
one of the articles mentioned that it was drug-induced psychosis as well.
I think he's trying to get away with an insanity plea, and it's 100%. I don't think this guy even believes in Bigfoot. That's what I think.
You think he's fucking besmirching Bigfoot?
I think he's trying to use Bigfoot as a tool to prove his own insanity.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
I'm fucked up on that, dude.
Yeah, you can't believe anything, not even stories about fake things.
Yeah.
Well,
What does America come to if you can't even believe a Bigfoot story?
Jamie Fitzpatrick, pro Bigfoot, anti Bigfoot. What's
Where do you fall
do
on
I
Bigfoot?
believe in him or do I support him?
support first?
I mean, I think that I think we should hold him accountable for what he's done.
In terms of luring this man to murder his friend, or just all his other crimes.
I mean, the texts he sent to underage women are not okay.
I have not seen any of that.
Bigfoot, little girls. That's all I'll say. All right.
Oh wow!
Look out.
That's
Yeah. Well, the age of consent in the forest is completely different.
In the Sasquatch community, they have totally different laws. About
Yeah. They also live to be 1,000 years old, so all
Yeah.
the numbers are all thrown off.
Is it 1,000? Is that what we finally came down to?
That's what I made up just now.
Oh man!
Oh my
Just
god.
enjoying Brew Daddy's Brewing Company, Spring Dreams, plugging them. If
When
you're
you-
having when with your
There you go.
when with you, I can't even do it. So
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough, but you know what? We're gonna get better at it.
We'll get there.
When you look down the river and see a 12-foot long Sasquatch, and your friend is telling you to catch a fish in the water with your bare hands, you know the truth. He's trying to murder you and sail you down that river to feed you to that Bigfoot. Don't let your friend hand you over to Bigfoot. Call us today.
Don't reach for that fish. Reach for a delicious Brew Daddy's Spring Dream.
Wow.
Yeah. I could get you guys sponsorships.
Do you know Brew Daddy?
No.
My he actually makes me call him Brew Father.
Yeah, that's we're not
little
right
strict.
on informal terms like that. But only Brew Daddy on Tuesdays.
All right. Well,
Ranking stuff, we bout to make a list. What's first, what's last? We bound to make you pissed, cause we rank stuff. Yeah, we rank stuff.
welcome to Ranking Stuff, the segment where we rank stuff. This week, we're ranking cereal mascots
Oh, okay.
in order of who you would most likely want to be with you in the apocalypse.
Okay. All right. This is a good one.
And I guess we should do, what, 5? Let's pick 5.
Pick 5. Okay.
Tony the Tiger, number 1, or not necessarily number 1, but that's one of them.
Yeah, I mean, again, I got to throw Captain Crunch out there.
Captain Crunch,
He
absolutely.
is a decorated war hero.
Admiral, I think.
Yeah.
And just to be clear, we're not assembling a team of 5. We're choosing which singular individual.
Correct.
Okay.
If
now,
we were assembling a team of 5, we'd have to consider synergy because, like,
Exactly.
I don't think the leprechaun and the elves from Rice
No.
Krispies would get along.
and
well.
I don't think Count Chocula and the Raisin Bran son would get along either.
No, that would be huge too. Yeah,
Speaking of the Raisin Bran son, I think that might have to be number 1.
right. If
That's
you
a,
have
that is a powerful
Ooh,
entity.
wow.
conscious son on your side,
Yeah,
That's
huge.
that's a lot of energy.
That's honestly one I wasn't even thinking. So, okay, let's just put the ones that we're putting in the list. Tony the Tiger, Leprechaun,
I was gonna say Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch,
Yeah.
Leprechaun, Sun.
Those are all.
The next one.
I mean,
Wait, so
This is not in order.
no. But
we're
Lucky, the Leprechaun, we're saying because like magical powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, but I mean, how magic are
know.
leprechauns?
Yeah, what do
Because
leprechauns-
they're still Irish, and that comes with a pretty inherent weakness to British type Pokemon.
Is that a new fucking joke? Did you just come up with that?
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. That's nice. I like it. It was a good joke.
Yeah, that's classic Jamie right
Classic
there.
Jamie Fitzpatrick.
I'm sick of his bullshit, to be honest. You can't even have a serious conversation about mascots. He has to break off into nonsensical bits.
I'm sorry. I will not insert my anger towards the British people throughout history into this Very serious.
But back to leprechauns. What do you know about leprechaun lore? What do any of us know? Do we know any certain any abilities or weaknesses?
Well,
because I don't
There's
really
that
think of them
movie,
as-
that Disney Channel original movie.
I was gonna say Luck of the Irish.
That's pretty canon.
Yeah.
so it makes you good at basketball.
It is much similar to being a werewolf in that it makes you good at basketball.
Can you teleport as a leprechaun? Can they teleport?
They're gold also like if we're talking about like true canon for leprechauns, what we know is that they cause mischief.
That's right.
They do have riches, but like they have the word, like they're not even like a dragon where it's like, oh, you have to go to this cave and get their gold. It's like, yeah, leprechauns have gold, but like it's very easy to find. There's every time it rains, there's a huge marker saying that is where their gold is.
Yeah.
That's like the most Irish superpower ever. It's like, yeah, you'll be rich, but it's gonna be really easy to steal from you.
Yeah, but when you run and get to the gold, the leprechaun's generally not even there defending it. So I'm going to put Lucky. Lucky's just not a violent creature.
You think he's not a viable candidate for this ranking list?
I think in the apocalypse, he would only point you out to cannibals and stuff because there'd be a rainbow coming down towards you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everyone would seek you out and then they'd murder you.
The rainbow only points to the pot of gold.
Oh, you throw them off.
Yeah. So it's a good, but like
Gold will not be worthless in the apocalypse,
That's right.
right?
He does
It
have
has certain
so again,
valuable properties.
yeah. But I think that there are probably richer cereal mascots.
Oh, who?
I think Count Chocula is slept on.
yeah,
Okay,
I do think-
he has a castle. Assuming that he has all the basic elements that Dracula has, then he owns a ton of land. He used to run a whole kingdom and command armies. He has a whole real estate system beneath him.
Can't cross.
Booberry
moving
can go
water.
through walls.
Booberry's
That's
a
true.
ghost.
He is a ghost. He's got Danny Phantom.
He can
powers.
scare people.
Yeah, but is he corporeal ever? Can he turn on corporealness?
Yeah, that's true.
Can he-
Not all ghosts are poltergeists.
I don't think Booberry can actually interact with the world. I don't need in the apocalypse. I don't need Booberry.
All right, Booberry's out.
The Flintstones had.
I think not purely a cereal mascot.
Okay, yeah, I'm just because they were pretty tied in with Fruity Pebbles.
And Bedrock seems kind of like the apocalypse. I think they'd be suited.
That's Honey Smacks.
Yeah,
Honey Smacks the frog.
that's a frog.
Oh, that's the frog. Wait, who'd you just say?
Fruity Pebbles, the Flintstones.
Yeah, no, but what'd you say? Oh, Bedrock? Is that what you said?
Bedrock is the town that they lived in.
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought you just said Ed Rocks.
Have you ever seen the?
What is that? What is Ed Rocks?
I don't know. I didn't. I said Bedrock.
I thought you said that.
Have you ever seen the Flintstones movie with John Goodman,
Yeah.
who was also in The Connors?
Of course.
Yeah, just making sure.
Wow, another callback.
Yeah, I can do this all day.
Classic.
I will not be explaining the Flintstones.
I think it's a good. Halle Berry's in it. All right, so we got Fred Flintstone.
They would put Halle Berry in any movie, and they were like, she could be Catwoman, and they're like, okay, what's the Catwoman movie about?
She's not a good actress. The last movie I saw with her, she was Moonfall. Have you guys seen Moonfall? Mm-mm. Can you guys guess what happens in Moonfall?
Is that the one where the moon falls?
The moon falls, and Halle Berry's in it, and she's terrible.
That's the
That's the whole explanation of the
Sam-
movie.
Do you guys want me to explain the Flintstones though?
Samuel Tarly is in that one.
He's
from Game
like
of
kind of
Thrones.
popping off a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: what is the main conflict of the Flintstones?
But I think there's just like a corporate guy trying to take over. But the initial thing is that I remember is Wilma finds out that all their money's gone, and Fred gave it to Barney so Barney could adopt Bam Bam.
Oh, so ultimately, it's a story about friendship and relationships,
Sure.
and
I think
family.
at some point Barney gets a promotion and Fred gets jealous, and then he gets a promotion and acts like a big shot prick douchebag asshole.
Right.
Classic.
That is classic John Goodman. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, back to these
The cereal.
the cereal, which is the most depressing matter here. All right, so we got definitely in it Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, Tony the
Admiral
Tiger,
Captain Crunch.
Raisin Bran Son.
Raisin Bran
Raisin
Son.
Bran Son, obviously.
Although, would the sun be useful in the apocalypse?
I think the sun could potentially heal the world and get us out of the apocalypse. That's
It
what
has
I think.
done
How?
that.
What would it do?
I feel like normally
Getting too close, it burns up. The whole sun.
normally in the apocalypse, there's some sort of dusty atmosphere that is stopping the sun from growing crops, and that's why we're in the apocalypse. And I feel like if I brought the Raisin Bran sun into the mix,
you'd burn it up. You'd burn up the earth. Okay, let's set the rules for the Raisin Bran sun. Is it the literal sun or a physical representation of the sun that has powers?
it's the sun, but
With
it's
scoops.
wearing sunglasses.
Right.
Does it have
The
sunglasses?
sun, I don't think so. I think that's just what every child who's ever drawn the sun has done.
I don't think the sun has sunglasses. The Raisin Bran sun. Are we looking this up right now?
Yeah,
Raisin
look at-
Bran sun.
This is good content.
Oh no, he doesn't have sunglasses.
Yeah,
Oh no, he
yeah.
does. He does. He does in this
Okay,
image.
okay.
Oh,
so-
okay, yeah. So it's not they're
Okay, but you know what?
Occasional.
Looking at these scoops that he's holding here,
The power of
he
raisins.
does have the
Oh, okay.
but size wise.
Size.
yeah, those are comet-sized raisins.
So I think the Raisin Bran sun would kind of float with you like a Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
What was
so
that star
he'd
from,
float over your
from
shoulder.
Mario?
Yeah, like Luma.
yeah,
Luma, the star
Yes.
from Mario.
Yeah.
Mario.
You know what? That's actually
keep doing that.
that's a sick companion, and I'm taking it. I'm taking Raisin
Yeah,
Bran
that's
sun
a
number
good
one.
companion.
But that's we still need one final
We
slot.
still need a final slot. Yeah. Are there no good?
Well, we have 3 right now.
No, we have
Cap-
4.
Who's the 4th? Count Chocula.
Yeah, that's
I'll take
what
Count
we said,
Chocula.
right?
Okay, so then our
He's
5th.
powerful at night.
We've
Oh
got
my
some
god!
options.
Raisin Bran sun and Count Chocula as a duo with you who switch off night and day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Stop breaking the rules.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You know, 5th we have. So I have a question: is do Snap, Crackle, and Pop count as one mascot? Or
I
can
would
we
say
choose-
yes.
Okay,
I
yeah.
would say yes.
Then in that case, there's definitely power in numbers with Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
But they're
and we-
also tiny.
Yes, but we don't know the extent of their magical powers. Similarly, I mean, we haven't seen them bested. Like we've seen Lucky the Leprechaun bested constantly by sniveling children.
No, I don't think Lucky gets bested. I think they don't get the Lucky Charms, do they?
They constantly get the Lucky
No,
Charms.
I don't. I think Lucky always gets away with the Lucky Charms.
No.
Yeah, I don't think the kids have ever once gotten the Lucky Charms.
This cannot be correct.
Don't
I don't know why I'm playing that.
Isn't it that? Yeah. I'm thinking of the Tricks Rabbit.
Tricks
now.
Rabbit never gets
He never
tricks.
gets it, so he's trash. He's
Yeah.
worthless in this
But
scenario.
Lucky inherently has. This is again the Lord of Leprechaun is he has treasure, and the kids are always like, "Oh, we found this leprechaun. Let's kick his ass. We want his treasure," and then they get it a lot.
Okay, let's talk about the Cocoa Puff bird and how if you were to tell this bird that your enemies
Yeah.
had Cocoa Puffs, what are you releasing on them? You know, this is like essentially like a methed up
Yeah, he's
drug
an
addict.
but
the Cocoa Puff bird
in the
will do
apocalypse,
anything.
a complete liability.
Yes,
Yeah, true. Because he will sell you out for Cocoa Puffs in a second.
Yeah.
That's true. In fact, most of these mascots would sell you out for their own cereal.
Tony the Tiger is hard and true. I think that Tony the Tiger and Cap'n Crunch are both pretty strong.
Captain Crunch is kind of old though.
Yeah.
You know
But
what?
you know, you've seen apocalypse
Is he-
movies. You know how like the old grizzled guy always
Yeah,
is like,
someone needs to
"Ugh,"
take
yeah,
charge.
you know.
I feel like another good thing
Although
about
Tony the Tiger also a great leader.
I was
Yeah,
just going to
without a
say
doubt.
that I feel like Tony the Tiger goes hand in hand with teamwork. You know, he likes team sports.
He loves
He's always he's always playing team sports with kids.
Yeah.
He definitely knows how to be part of a team. Captain Crunch, that's a leader.
Yeah. That's someone who knows how to command ranks. And he knows, I mean, he didn't rise up through the ranks to get his position without killing his fair share of people. There's no doubt in my mind that he has committed war crimes that he will not speak on.
There's blood on his hands.
Yes.
If we were going to talk about which mascot in general has killed the most, it's between
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch and Count Chocula, I would say maybe.
Count Chocula.
Well, but is Count Chocula
Count Chocula-
a human vampire,
well,
or
he-
is this some
he
sort of
used to be-
chocolate?
yeah.
He used to
Vampire.
be a chocolate version of Vlad the Impaler.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Well, Dracula's based on Vlad the Impaler, who was like
Yeah,
some
yeah, but-
yeah. So Count Chocula there then is
Oh, I see
It's
what you're saying.
based
In
on-
in that canon,
Yes.
there's a chocolate
yeah.
Vlad Dracul.
In Count Dracula lore. In
Vlad
Count, yes.
Dracul Tepish, leader of Chocolate Wallachia.
yeah.
Yeah. He was a vicious ruler.
So
Now he's mostly about the cereal.
is he a figment? Is he? You know what I mean? Because he's based.
Well, yeah, that's the question
Now-
too.
now-
Like,
now
is
you're-
it like a really is he like just a dramatized version of Chocolate Vlad
Is
the
he,
Impaler?
he's his own. He's his own thing. He's his
Yeah.
own He's his own
Yeah.
Chocula.
Does
Yeah,
he
yeah.
suck blood or does he suck chocolate? Because
That's- yeah.
one of those will be infinitely more helpful in the apocalypse.
That's a great question. I think he sucks blood. I think he's a vampire in every way. He just happens to love chocolate.
Okay.
That's in my mind. In my heart, that's what I believe.
I think that's incredibly convenient for you having him in the apocalypse.
No, but then also like, why would having a vampire be helpful in the apocalypse? That's just for killing people.
Well, he can do a lot of things. He can control
Turn into
the
a
minds.
bat vampire, chocolate vampire.
As someone who's played Baldur's Gate 3, having a vampire in your party can be pretty helpful.
Okay.
He's essentially immortal. He can turn into a bat and do scouting reports. He can invade the minds of your enemies and use them as his eyes and ears in the daytime.
You do need to keep him on your side is a big thing.
You can't
Because,
make him upset.
So you kind of just need to keep him well fed is a big thing. And also, I mean, you're limited to your use with him. He can't go out in sunlight.
That's another thing. Yeah.
He can't cross flowing water.
Now, I will say that if it is an apocalypse, some apocalypses don't have the sun. Sometimes that is the reason there's an apocalypse, is because an asteroid hit the Earth and sent up a cloud of dust that blocked out the sun.
That is what happened to the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in that case, Fred Flintstone would be super helpful if there were dinosaurs.
You know
around.
what? Fred Flintstone has a lot of basic survival skills, I'm
He
sure.
does, yeah. And
Surviving in the woods with Fred Flintstone, he knows
has
how to start
really
a fire.
Powerful legs.
Yeah. He could probably build a whole car, honestly, and power it with his legs.
I wonder what the advantage of just like why not walk at that point?
Well, if you go to the top of a hill, then you can
Okay.
coast down the hill.
Okay.
Like a scooter.
But
Yeah.
I imagine those wheels were really big.
They were.
Yeah.
They looked
And
heavy.
heavy.
Yeah. They looked
So-
really heavy.
I wonder if it
They
would
were
just,
like drums.
Yeah.
yeah, they were solid
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just moving like 1 foot would be like borderline impossible.
Getting kicked by Fred Flintstone would send you into another dimension. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Canonically, his legs must be the most powerful legs in the serial.
Doesn't
Mascot
matter
universe.
anyway.
Fred
because we're not-
Flintstone
we're-
versus Goku.
Are we
let's-
saying that they're in?
I would put them in.
Now we're putting them
we're
in.
putting the Flintstones in.
Okay,
I would put the
and do you
Flintstones
get you get both Brett and Farney?
No, you get
Farney,
You get Barney.
You said bread and farm.
Brett and Farney.
You get one choice. You get to pick between them, because I'm gonna say one of them is Fruity Pebbles and one's Cocoa Pebbles. Even though I'm kind of making that up. Is that? I felt like
Yeah, you
in
can
my
get-
heart, Barney is
Wait.
Cocoa Pebbles and Fred is Fruity
no.
Pebbles.
No, and it's like specifically it was like the Flakes. That was them, right?
No.
Flintstones, Fruity Pebbles, or
Fruity
were they all-
Pebbles were more like pebbles, and Cocoa Pebbles were more like flakes, but they
Yeah.
were small flakes.
But like the Flintstones one specifically, they were like, I don't know.
No.
Guys, I was one of those kids who wasn't like allowed to eat a lot of sugary cereal.
That's
growing
probably
up,
good.
So my knowledge on some of this stuff is going to be a little limited. So I'm going to throw out for my suggestion for the fifth. I don't think it should be Fred Flintstone or Barney. I think maybe let's pull an oddball out here. Let's go to the classics. The Honey Nut Cheerios B. We've got
They're so small.
yeah, so small. But is he really that small?
The bear
The bear.
from Post. Honey. What is that?
There's the wolf.
Yeah, that's Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp.
A wolf would be good.
Wolf
The
would
cookie,
be good.
The Cookie Crisp
Yeah.
wolf. Kind of a later mascot, right? Because it starts with a skateboarding dog, and then they switched it to a wolf. at one point.
But one thing that we haven't discussed, and this is, I know that we've talked about this before, is the honey. Is it honey?
Honey Bunches of Oats.
Honey? No. That's
The
that's
woman
a
in the-
smiling
the
black
woman-
woman who pours delicious.
Yo,
Now, hold on.
Okay.
Let's not underestimate
Okay.
the power of friendship.
in the apocalypse, having that smiling black woman, the
that-
Honey Bunches
that
of
support?
Yeah.
That would be great.
I just feel like she would be super supportive. I feel like she would keep us emotionally in the right place. She would not betray you. She's a hard worker. She loves Honey Bunches of Oats.
Let me pull it up. It's the crazy looking guy. It's Honey something.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Honeycombs had a
Honeycombs.
crazy guy.
Honeycombs had the crazy guy that was just like a ball of fur.
Crazy furry guy.
Yeah, and he is so scary.
He's done war crimes.
Yeah, but we're looking for a partner, so I'm gonna say he's a liability.
Also
as well.
a liability.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that Toon Force, and here's him with piano keys in his mouth, which shows he's very capable of Toon Force.
Piano keys and just that. All that tells me is that he gets hit in the teeth a lot, enough that he has piano keys for teeth, so that he can
that was one time.
set up
that was
comical
one time
bits.
though. That's
Right.
If he gets
Just once.
if you drop a safe-
Piano teeth me once. Shame on
Yeah.
shame on me. Shame on you. You fool me once, you can't fool
yeah.
again.
This is I think that this Honeycombs guy is a real sleeper pick. I think he's crazy, and I think you need a crazy guy if you're going to be with you in the apocalypse.
Wow. Okay, so we're picking that up number
Final
5.
ranking.
All right, that's 5.
All right,
Yeah.
we have
All right, now let's
Count
rank 'em.
Chocula, we have Cap'n Crunch, we have Tony the Tiger, we have the Honeycombs being, and then I forgot everything I've said.
Count
Tony-
Chocula, Tony the Tiger, the Sun. That's the one we're missing.
Sun,
The
yes,
Sun.
the
Yeah,
Sun,
yeah.
who
Brand Sun.
we're treating as a companion.
Little small.
Yeah.
It's like a Pokemon.
And what does it do? What
And
does
by
it
the
do
way,
for
that's
you?
that's my number one.
That's your
Yes,
number.
we
What does
can-
it do?
We can tell.
I just feel like he's just going to only bring positive energy because that's what the sun is.
I'm going.
you know?
I'm going with Tony number 1. You guys are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I would like Tony against the Honeycomb guy. It's not even. It's the Honeycomb guy is tearing him limb from
No,
limb.
dude, the honeycomb guy fucking somehow trips and falls down a cliff, and yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That
He
is
he falls into weird cartoon traps.
yeah. An anvil's gonna fall on him or
Yeah.
something, dude.
Yeah, but if an anvil falls on Tony the Tiger, he's dead. If an anvil falls on this guy, he's gonna be
That's
like,
true.
he's gonna bounce right back up like an accordion.
We don't know. It's not an anvil apocalypse. You know what I mean?
it could be.
It could be an anvil apocalypse.
Suddenly becomes Anvil Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Anvil Rain. You ever hear that? It's chocolate rain,
Yeah,
but
that's
with
good.
anvils.
It's good.
Yeah.
Just your mind just making these connections, just light speed. It's nuts.
Yeah. I'm like the Flash.
I need a visual of the list. I keep losing it in my head, but it's okay.
Can we put that in post?
Yeah.
Just
Put it right next to Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he can refer
Just
to that.
yeah, take a look at
Okay.
it right there, Scott.
Okay.
Well, you already said that.
The Sun.
I like the sun. Let's
just
pick
do,
our favorites.
Let's do top 3. Let's
Top
do
three. All right, my top 3: the Sun, Tony the Tiger, and then I'll take Count Chocula third.
Why Chocula? Just because the night thing?
Just vague supernatural powers.
Okay.
I feel like it's an X factor. I feel like, say, I'm imagining I'm up against a gang of cannibals, right? Something like that. We're in the post-apocalypse, so I feel like Count Chocula in my corner. He can fly. He can do scouting reports. He can get inside the head of the leader. He can pretty much take over anywhere. He's a really vicious bad guy.
Let's
if
not
he's-
forget that Tony the Tiger is a tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would also like to point out that I picked the Sun and Count Chocula because they're immortal beings. How long does a tiger live for?
1,000 years?
Tiger? Dude, they
Yeah.
probably
Then
live.
why are there none of them left,
Yeah.
George?
Good question. They've
We
all
are
left
we
the
are
world.
running out of tigers.
I see plenty of them. I don't know.
That's true. Have you been to the zoo? They're
There's
chock
fucking
full of
4.
tigers.
There's like 4 in there.
Like, get over it.
Oh man.
So
then what do you got? What are your top 3?
I'm starting with the Honeycombs. Being.
Honeycombs.
I think that the Toon Force is a huge factor. I think that if anything, I'm entertained. He's wild. He's unpredictable.
I feel like you get no sleep with that guy.
I'm gonna be sleeping. He's gonna be tweaking all night. If you're gonna be in the apocalypse, you need a real tweaker.
Yeah,
okay?
you think so?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I would want to not be anywhere near tweakers during the
No.
apocalypse.
You've been in very few apocalypses.
That's
You
true.
Have no idea
I have
what
no
you're doing.
experience.
Yeah.
I have 0 experience.
It would be very difficult to sneak up on the honeycomb tweaker or whatever his name
Yeah,
is. It would be
that's
very
true.
hard to sneak
Yes.
up on him.
You can't get anything past that guy.
There's
No.
no way that he doesn't yell at a high decibel level that is much louder than anyone here is capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Captain
Yeah.
Crunch.
Oh yeah, piercing.
Yeah.
Piercing.
It's something that sounds crazy. He constantly talks like Donnie from Wild Thornberries. These are
What it is.
yeah. Second is Cap'n Crunch, going opposite for the second. You know, really controlled,
Sturdy.
tactical. Like I'm hanging with the guy. He was 2 days away from retirement, and now here he is in an apocalypse.
It probably smells like the ocean.
Yeah,
Honestly, the ocean would be a great place to go in the apocalypse.
yeah,
Be
and
very safe.
He's,
Oh,
you know what?
yeah.
I'm changing my answer.
He-
Captain Crunch number one.
he can rig a boat. He's like, let's, you know, we're taking this.
I mean, he has a boat.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's got. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure
does
he's
he
got
come
several.
with his boat? Yeah, let's say
He's
he
got
comes
his
with-
navy.
And he's
Yeah.
got contact. He's got military contacts too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
He's got all the
Oh, yeah.
intel.
yeah.
And you just sail out into the ocean, chill out there, and they can't even reach you.
I think
All
Captain
those
Crunch might be my number
savages.
one too now.
Yeah.
Unless this is like a water world apocalypse, in which case that
Even more so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
it's a Mad Max apocalypse,
Then
then
you
it's the
don't-
opposite.
yeah.
yeah. There's the apocalypses with too much water, and then with not enough.
Something's going on with that water.
Yeah,
And we
So,
know no facts. We just know
Yeah.
there is an apocalypse.
Yeah.
And you got to grab
Yeah.
a cereal.
Choose your companion.
So my third after those two, I think I'm gonna go with. Let's see, the Sun, Count Chocula, or Tony the Tiger. I think number three. I kind of agree. I think Count Chocula's got he's got some potential.
I don't.
He's got potential.
What makes you think he's not gonna want to fucking bite you?
He's a
eventually?
magical
I think
being.
I'm gonna seduce him.
Or is your plan to become a Dracul yourself?
Yeah.
He could bite me, and I'll become a vampire.
Do you become a chocolate vampire or a
I would
regular
hope-
vampire?
I hope a chocolate vampire.
Yeah.
I think that would be a more fun vampire to be.
Is he
Let's see.
black?
No.
He's got brown skin, doesn't he?
No, he's
like,
wearing
tan?
he's wearing a brown
Oh,
cape
he's a-
and
he's a
stuff.
white man?
Yeah, he's more tan. He's from Europe.
I guess that would have been weird if they made him black.
Yeah, he's
I
a
don't-
European kind of.
Are there any black Flintstones?
I don't know. I've never really watched the show. Maybe
never
I watched,
seen the
maybe,
Flintstones?
Maybe
I
it's like a
guess
child.
Chocula.
Do you remember like they had like a baby Flintstones
No.
that were small?
Okay, he
This
looks
is like a regular
he's-
Flintstone.
I don't remember that.
After seeing pictures of Count Chocula, I don't want this guy anywhere near me.
Yeah.
I don't agree with his politics. I don't like his stance on abortion. I think that Count Chocula is problematic. This guy, no thank you. Get that away from me. That's
Oh, I like that guy. He's smiling. He's having a good time.
He's doing bad stuff.
He's
He looks like a pedophile.
he's eating marshmallows.
Looks like Seamus Millar.
oh. Did he come on here and say pedophilic stuff?
No,
He was
we were just
always-
talking about how one of his clips went viral and people were calling him a pedophile.
Oh, my favorite thing in the world is when someone I know's stand up goes viral and I get to read the comments. It's so fun.
Yeah, I mean his bit was about pedophilia, and then someone was like, "You're a pedophile."
Yeah, but it's even
Yeah,
funnier
said he
when
looked like
Ben Staub, he had a clip go viral for talking about how he's like his girlfriend went to the gynecologist and said everything. The gynecologist said everything was fine. He was like, "Oh, I didn't beat it up like a little bit." Very funny joke, and all the comments were women being like, "This guy hates women. This guy wants to hurt and beat up his girlfriend. Arrest him immediately at FBI." And it's so funny.
What else do we fucking hate?
That's for the comment section talking
Yeah.
shit.
There's some good. Someone did I think it was Anna Gallagher. I'm just plugging Philly Comics. Had a joke about how she like doesn't like people who say they're people pleasers. And all the comments were like, "Does she know that's a trauma response?" And I was like, "All right, guys, like
Get the fuck out of here.
maybe let's pick and choose our battles a little bit, you know."
Pleasing people isn't always what it's made out to be. Some of us have suffered severe trauma, and now we're people pleasers. Like me. I'm pleasing George right now by playing the stock
I
song.
fucking hate this. I've hated this whole time. All right. So I think everyone. I guess my top three.
We're locked in.
Yeah,
go.
that's it. My top three: Captain Crunch, Tony the Tiger. I'm trying to think. Would it be too much of a wild card to have Honeycombs guy? You know what I mean?
You're like very milquetoast about this. You're choosing like exactly what the people would
Yeah,
expect.
of course. Because I'm a smart guy, dude.
You think that being smart gets you through the apocalypse?
I honestly, if I make it to the apocalypse, I'm killing myself right
Oh,
away.
so fast.
I can't.
It's
I
gonna
can't.
be.
I'm
I'm
not.
like, oh wow, yeah, it sucks out here.
I would never. That's how that one movie, The Mist with Stephen King. There's an apocalypse and he gets through it, and then once they see the scale of the apocalypse, he just kills himself, and that's how the movie ends. And I hated it.
What movie?
The Mist. It's a Stephen King novel that was turned into a movie, and I think in the book he doesn't actually do that, but in the movie, they all just killed all the characters you've been rooting for the whole time are like, this isn't worth it, and it's like, all right, why did I watch that? I hated it.
Speaking of movies, I think it's time for our final segment.
Text us a movie and we'll say it. Text us a movie and we'll say it.
Welcome to Text Us a Movie, and we'll say it, the only segment where you text us a movie and we say it live on air. This week, we got a movie texted from Stacy Showmaker.
Countdown.
We'll do the countdown here.
3, 2, 1, go.
Crossroads. Crossroads stars Britney Spears.
There
It's
you
a
have
classic coming of age road trip movie, and
We said it.
I believe we have a clip, and we're gonna play that right now here.
Oh, perfect. I thought this would be like someone just text you the name of a movie they want to exist, and
No.
then you make it up.
No. They just text us a movie and we say it.
You know, hot dogs get a bad rap. They got a cool shape. They got protein. You like hot dogs, right? By the way, I think I know what's causing this. You do? It's the plants. They can release chemicals. You like hot dogs, don't you? Get the mustard?
Of course.
So that's
Okay, I
the
did
the
not
scene,
see
right?
Britney Spears in there.
Oh no, that was Britney
That-
Spears. She
yeah.
was the hot dog one.
Yeah. She was the one.
She came in and she's like, "Oh, you guys
Yeah.
like hot dogs?"
That's the scene where on the road trip they decided to get hot
this
dogs.
is right before the road trip.
Okay.
They have to stop.
You
up on
haven't
hot
not
dogs.
seen this movie?
I
don't
have
think.
not seen this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
How many people have seen this movie?
Well, Stacey Showmaker has seen it. She
So-
recommended it to me.
At least one.
I mean, Britney Spears is in it. I think a lot of people probably saw it.
Huh?
Yeah.
When was it released?
2007.
Did you just make that
Yeah.
up?
Nope.
That was great because you sounded like you're like and then you just said an exact year.
Yeah, you just said it.
2007.
Yeah, January 22nd, 2007 was
I
the
remember
exact release date. But
that's the year I graduated from. Would that have been high school?
I don't know.
that's
07? That's
Yeah.
too early, right? No,
That's you.
that's me. 07 seniors, baby.
wow.
When did you graduate?
2013
Nice.
high school.
Hell yeah, dude.
But that's after 10 years of high school, so it's
It's not very impressive.
yeah.
All right. Wow. Well, Jamie, that is our show. Thank you so much for coming. Do you have anything to plug? Anything coming up? Any shows? This won't be out for a while, but
Jamie Fitzpatrick, everybody. What a
Side
great
stage
guest.
comedy. That's
yeah, side stage comedy.
Side stage comedy.
You
We do shows at
gotta
Kuiper
do a
Pass
show?
and around the city. So at Side Stage Comedy, you can find out when our next one is. We try to do a show every month with hot comics from all around the city.
I think Scott and I are comics in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
That's
and we've
super,
had roughly 3 shows,
that's
so you guys
super
are going to be
interesting.
on it.
super interesting. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Jamie, for coming out. I hope you had a great time.
Hey, I had a great time. Thank you.
Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go.